A lot of times I see this posture when running, postpartum especially, with an anterior pelvic tilt, the chest puffed out, head kind of looking up and around. Imagine now standing in this position, trying to push off and get force from the glute. The core is not engaged, it's just really not that effective. Now take your fingers, place them on your pubic bone, heel of your hand on your hip bone, and align so that you're stacked here. Fingers directly below your palm of your hand on your hip. Moving through this position from an anterior pelvic tilt to a posterior pelvic tilt, and then back to the middle, using your core, not your glutes. A lot of people cheat, squeeze the glutes to get into that slightly tucked position. We don't want to use the glutes here, we want to use the core, because when we're running, glutes are for power, okay? So aligning that pelvis and then taking the ribs and stacking them on top. Not like hunching down, stacking, but just hanging out right on top of the pelvis. Think about where your head is, because where the head goes, the chest goes. So kind of looking forward, ribs stacked on the pelvis. Now, imagine driving power through this. It's a lot more effective. That's why core length tension ratio stability is so important, postpartum especially. Now, it may just be cueing for you and practice getting into this position and thinking about it as you move. It may also be that you need some intentional strengthening of the core with releasing of your hip flexors to help you stay in this position. Also glute strengthening, hamstring strengthening to kind of balance out the pelvis so it's easier to get in this position and then easier to stay in this position. Because you may be able to get into it, but then get to moving and it falls apart.